Welcome back to the highly anticipated podcast. I'm your host, Josh Raphael. I got with me my co-hosts, Will Young and Tyler
Yes,
Pouncey.
sir.
How y'all boys doing today?
It's a great day. Great day to be alive.
Great
I
day,
feel
great
better
day.
when I get this off my chest.
We got a lot to talk about
gotta
today.
talk.
I mean,
We
it
gotta
was
talk.
it's been a jam-packed weekend with women's college basketball, men's college basketball, the NBA, all the stuff going on, man. I mean, it's been crazy. So we just gonna hop right into it. And first, we're gonna start with Caitlin Clark and this Angel Reese thing going on. And I ain't gonna lie, normally I tell y'all boys like one of y'all go first, but I ain't gonna lie, I gotta just get some stuff on my chest.
Go ahead.
Well, look, disclaimer, I'm just saying this first because I know people gonna try to twist my words, yada yada. Congrats to the LSU Tigers. They were the better team. They deserved to win that game. I mean, they are good from top to bottom. Angel Reese is arguably one of the best women's bigs in collegiate history. I mean, she has a double-double single season record in NCAA history. I mean, she is the truth. Okay? She's the truth. First, I just want to say, like, I didn't have a problem with what she did at the free throw line towards Caitlin Clark. I didn't have a problem with that at first. I didn't have a problem with that. Because, like, I get it. It's trash talk. I understand. Like, I play basketball. I mean, I used to talk more trash than anybody. I understand that. You know, I get it. My only issue with this whole thing that was going on was the fact that, like, one, I didn't like how Angel followed her down the court. That was my only issue really about it. It wasn't even about that she was talking trash. Like, it was just like, why are you following her? Your team just won the championship. You know, I felt like, just go celebrate with your team. But I mean, I get, she's been talking trash all year. I just felt like that part was a bit excessive. But that doesn't mean that like she's a bad player or whatever the case was. I just thought that was just a bit excessive. Right. And I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, Caitlin did the same thing. Caitlin did this and that. One, Caitlin was doing that walking towards her bench. That's one. Two, she was doing that because apparently there was a video that came out and said she was doing that towards her coach, like her own coach talking about she was saying that don't faze me. I don't know if that was cap. I'ma just assume and say she was doing it to Haley. And honestly, Haley is notoriously known for being one of the biggest trash talkers in women's college basketball. So, and I'm not saying Caitlin perfect. Caitlin do talk trash. But I mean, following her around and just the fact too, my biggest other issue was this is even just besides Angel and Caitlin, was just the fact how everyone was making this a racial issue. I mean, like, bro, it's basketball. They were talking trash. I feel like it got a little dragged on. But to really sit here and make this a racial issue, like, what's the craziest thing to me about all this? That's what just killed my vibe about all this. And I respect a lot of analysts out there, the Stephen A's, the Shannon Sharps. But, man, like, come on. Like, I feel like y'all riding along with this racial thing. I'm like, come on. Like, it's basketball. Like, it's basketball. I get it. A lot of people, a lot of groups made it racial. But as those analysts and those sports, you know what I'm saying, start, like, it's ball. So it's like, like, why is it by guy have to be black and white, this and that? No, it's not even that deep. It should never got to that point. It should have been like, all right, whatever, Angel did it. Yeah, it was a little bit much, but it's done. No, I go in on Twitter and I see posts, oh, it's because she's white and Angel's black. She's getting crucified. I'm like, bro, it's not even that deep. Angel's a great player, though. There's some people that are tripping on Twitter. OD calling her a classless and like cursing her out, calling her out her name. Like, that was OD. That was tripping. You should never call a female that. Or honestly, you should never degrade anybody like that at all just for trash talking. Trash talking's always been, it's a part of the game. It's part of sports. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, this is another thing. A lot of people were like, oh, like men are able to trash talk and they don't get crucified for it. Patrick Beverly gets crucified sometimes when he be talking trash. I just need to throw that out there. A lot of people say, like, I get it. I'm not going to sit here and act like there's not like a big difference between when men and women do it. But Patrick Beverly, who's notoriously known for being one of the biggest trash talkers in basketball, gets clowned on Twitter on the daily for talking trash. That's another thing I want to throw out there. But I mean, to kind of sum it up, if I kind of throw it to you, Will, and then Tyler, like, look, I don't think it should have got exploited the way that it did. I thought what Angel did the first time, at the free throw line, I was like, yeah, that's funny. I mean, Caitlin did it, you got her back, cool. But it was just like, like you kind of just, taunting her at that point towards the end of the game. That's when I felt when she was following her. Not saying like it was just, oh my God, end of the world, it's the crazy. No, like I just was like, oh yeah, it was just a bit excessive. I thought she didn't have to do that. And I mean, also too, no disrespect to Angel, but if we're being real here, a lot of people tuned into that game because of Caitlin. And because of what Caitlin.
Big fact. Well, I don't know what he's laughing about.
I know you're lying. All right, let me finish. I'm gonna let go to Will, then you, because I know you did not just laugh. Like I said, no disrespect to LSU they are great. They are honestly unbelievable. Like they're kudos. But if we're being real, man, like Caitlin had the Steph Curry effect. Like I know Will always was saying like how Caitlin is the Steph Curry of women's basketball. She had that effect to the point where like people were just like, yo, we just want to watch her hoop. You know what I mean? So it's like, it kind of sucks that all this happened, and it really took away from, honestly, both teams. And, I mean, honestly, what Caitlin did in the tourney, I mean, bro, she scored the single most points in NCAA history in a tournament run. Like, and it's just washed away because of a simple, I guess, trash talk. But, yeah, that's my piece, and I'm going to let you go, Will.
First off, let me say, I agree with you, but let's get into it. So, first off, for starters, let me just set the record straight. All right. If you are somebody out there who was looking at this situation and seeing what Caitlin Clark did with her celebration, and then looked at Angel Reese and what she did, and you saying, oh, and you were like, oh, yeah, that's tough when Caitlin did it. And then when Angels do it, you go, oh, she ghetto, she this, that, and the third. Like somebody tweeted out, oh, so good that Caitlin didn't respond. Her parents raised her right. Like if you saying stuff like that, bro, then you need to check yourself, check your heart. Like you might have some racial bias in there, because that's like I said, like that's like you said, that's out of pocket. Like talking about dog and Angel like that to that degree, that's out of pocket. So let me just say that. However, if you're saying that what Caitlin did and what Angel did is the same things, you are completely false. You were either A, just ignorant to what actually happened, or you just don't want to admit what really happened. Like on First Take today, Stephen A, Molly, all of them, they all saying, oh, it shouldn't be no comparison. They did the same thing. No, they did not. Like you said, Josh, Caitlin did that on the way to the bench. She might have did that towards Haley, whatever. It was quick. It was in the moment. Ain't nothing wrong with that, bro. That should always be that.
In the moment.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. But, bro, dragging it and following her around. Caitlin not even paying attention. You just following her around, doing all of this, hitting the ring over and over again. Like, bro, we get it. So I don't want to go out and say so much it's classless, but I mean, you like Angel really dragged it. It was really frustrating, because I'm like, bro, like you're dragging it to somebody who still gave you 30. Number one. Two, like you said, she is the best player in college. Bro, when have you ever seen, ever, I want y'all to think, when have you ever seen the top player on a team trash talk? Well, no, not just trash talk, but do what Angel did to that extent to the best player on another team ever. And I'm talking in any sport, women's, men's. When have you ever seen that to that degree? Towards the end of the game, when you already won up 15. I'm not talking about in the moment when you rapping. I'm talking about game over. It's the end. You won. They fought. Y'all fought. You got the dub. When have you ever seen that to that degree? Like that's like, bro, it's out of pocket because it's so extra and it's so unnecessary. And I agree 100%, Josh. It's just like, bro, honestly, just like the state, like the climate of this nation is just so annoying sometimes because it's gotta be everything gotta be flipped to race. And look, y'all see this? I'm as black. I'm as black as they come. 100%. Ain't no Uncle Tom. Ain't no nothing. I'm as black as they come, bro. You gotta admit straight up, she's dragging it. She was in the interviews talking about, oh, I'm not finna take no disrespect lightly. Like, and she was disrespecting my SEC, my fellow SEC. Like, how? What does that have to do with you? Like, I don't understand, bro. It was so. I'm sorry, bro. It was so extra to me. It was so extra. Like, come on, man. I understand she talking about I'm doing it for the girls. You know, that whatever for girls that look like me. They say I'm hood, ghetto, whatever. But Caitlyn really ain't. Y'all talk trash in the moment. Let it slide. Let it go. This should not have been turned into a race thing, because the bottom line is, if both of them was black, they would have said Angel was dragging it. Let's be real. If Caitlyn
we
was
really want to
black,
talk about
if
race,
you really want to be
that's
about
facts. And Tyler, you know that.
You know
that,
bro. I'm just waiting till y'all finish.
If Caitlyn was black, they would be like, Angel's dragging it, yo. Like, all right, we get it. Angel's dragging it.
100%.
But like I said, I don't think this should have been turned to racing. I think this has been blown way, way, way out of proportion. This has nothing to do with diminishing women or diminishing their trash talk. We love it. It's great for the game. We should acknowledge and respect how competitive they are. But let's be real, yo. She dragged it. It was too much. It ain't a black and white issue. It's just simple. You dragging it to a player that's better than you. You won. You got yours. Good. But like, come on, bro.
Why you keep looking like that?
Come on, go ahead, Ty. Go ahead.
Every time we say like she's better than her,
it's not
like
it's okay. They're two different players. That's the first thing. We got a player who averaging. They're two different players. Don't make that face.
Okay,
they're two different players.
All right, correct.
Just like,
hey, props to Angel. 34 double. That's the most in NCAA history.
I said
they are two different players.
Will,
I'm sorry.
To answer your question, Will, Klay Thompson did it to the Suns when he got ejected. He did it from one 3-point line to the other to the tunnel
and he got dragged,
bro.
Are you saying when Klay Thompson be throwing up the fours when he be losing?
No, this wasn't. He didn't get. I ain't seen nothing about that,
bro. Do you know how many times I've seen on social media people saying that he's cringy? He's became a meme. He's became a meme to the point where like whenever Klay Thompson down. My bad. Let me let you go. My bad.
The question. I just answered it. But anyways, first off, people act like Angel some bum. That's the first thing. Yes, they do.
I know, but like you're talking to us though. Like we said, she's.
I didn't. I'm not talking about y'all. I said people. I didn't say y'all. Okay. People acting like she's a bum when she literally averaged almost 25 and 15 on the year in the SEC, probably the hardest conference. So that's the first thing. And y'all saying it's not race, bro. Caitlin Clark. It don't matter how long she did it. It don't matter who if she was walking to the bench or not. She did the shit. She told the girl, what'd she say against Louisville? You're down 15, shut up. Like, you telling me she don't trash talk? You don't know what she said to Angel during the game. You don't know what Angel said back to her during the game. They could have been going at it all game. We don't know nothing. Facts. That was probably deeper than what we think. And she not just saying, well, I would assume the way Angel talking for the last 2 days, she probably said something. She would have said it. But y'all, they did the same exact thing, bro. And Joe Burrow pointed at his ring. Aaron Donald pointed at his ring. Stephen Curry pointed at his ring to Boston like this in Boston. And y'all telling me bro, she just won the best game and most important game of her life in a blowout fashion in the second half. Y'all don't expect her to talk shit? Sorry. Talk trash? Come on, bro. Like, if any of y'all would have won any type of national champions or anything, y'all would be doing this, pointing, going to whoever you just beat. Josh, if you would have beat somebody
correct.
that was talking trash, you would be all in their face after you beat them, right? Right? Am I wrong?
I'm gonna let you finish. I'm just
no, just answer. I'm just saying, like you would want.
Because if I start like I'm gonna answer, but if I answer your question, I'm gonna keep going because like you said something that I picked, so I'm gonna let you finish before
you got but I'm just saying, like y'all, and then the what's her name? The first lady inviting Iowa to the White House.
We'll get to
Has that ever happened?
We'll get to that. We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Okay. All right.
No,
but like that's just I'm sitting here watching the game, and I tell my girl, I said, as soon I watch her point, dude, doing all that, I said, as soon as this game is over, I'm gonna check Twitter, and that's gonna be all over Twitter because they're gonna say, I'm gonna be like, well, Kate, I was on Reese side because Caitlin did the same thing. Like y'all said, if you want to say she dragging it, she did, but I would have went to the bench and stood there. She better than me. Angel Reese better than me. I would have dragged it way worse than that because you're not finna just talk like we not a top 5 team in the country. Like you can talk all that, but you're gonna have to back it up. Truthfully, she hooped, but it was a point of that game when she didn't score for about 10-15 minutes. And then she got all them points in the set. Don't make that face. She got all them points in the fourth quarter when they was already about.
But the JV players on her team.
Come on now.
Facts.
Come on now.
Hey, and they got to figure that out. That's true. If they had a better team, it would have been a way better game. Caitlin Clark been backpacking Iowa all year, and they need to hit the transfer portal, or Caitlin need to hit the transfer portal. Because I'd be pissed if I was her. I'd be damned if I dropped 30 points. But I think it's a race thing because they did. It don't matter how long she did it. They did the same exact thing. So her pointing at her finger, people been doing that for years. Kobe been doing that. So it's just weird that y'all, and then y'all say women's sports is boring, and then they do this to make it exciting. Now it's a problem. So y'all want to watch women's sports now. And don't say Caitlin Clark is the sole reason people watch that game. The LSU been hooping all year, and people been liking. And Angel Reese is like, y'all act like it's this big. No, Angel Reese is like that. Caitlin Clark is probably the top 3 person I've seen in women's college hoops. But Angel Reese is up there too. So y'all
Angel Reese is like that for sure. But you know good and well.
I'm not saying she's better than Caitlin Clark.
I'm saying let me know in terms of how many people tuned in. You gotta go out on a limb here and say most people probably wanted to see Caitlin. They might have wanted to see the matchup.
Now let me say
but they really want to see Caitlin. Let's be real.
But who?
Let's be real. Because who's the more exciting player? Don't get me wrong. Angel is a dog. Angel is a dog, but who's the more exciting player?
Who says a big is more exciting than a point guard or a 2 guard? Come on now, you can't ask me that.
Nobody, but that's my point.
Okay,
that's my point. I'm just saying that's my point.
You can't ask who's more exciting when you're talking between a damn big and a point guard. You can't.
Okay, so if Caitlin's more exciting, then more people obviously probably tuned in for Caitlin.
Out of us,
Angel, right?
When has our community really watched women's college basketball? Why were we watching it?
Well, I've always kind of watched the women's.
I know you do. We all do in here. I'm talking about.
And that's the thing though. Are you done? Like, because I don't want to get too far off.
You straight. Go ahead. But I'm just saying.
Nah, I feel what you're saying. So
yeah, we have not watched it like that.
I want to go off first. I want to talk about how you said, Kobe and them, they point at their finger, they do all that, which they do. Mm-hmm. And I saw a tweet the other day, which really kind of hit me. A lot of those times when they're doing that, those are in the moment plays. That
key phrase.
That's why Will said it earlier. In the moment. That's why I said in the free throw line, it was in the moment. I didn't care. I was like, it's fine. Like, that's part of it. A lot of those stuff are in the moment. Klay Thompson probably, like you said, whatever. He probably hit a 3 in the moment. The game was done. The game was over.
The clock wasn't out though.
They were dribbling the clock out, and she hawked her. Even if she walked up to her for a little bit and was just like, and then walked away, I was still about whatever. Cool.
Even we'll throw that in the moment.
She walked her, cut her off, looked at her, did it, then walked back and was doing it again. And I just don't want to get this because we're not one saying Angel, we know Angel's one of the best bigs in college basketball history in terms of women. Sure. She's one of the best. She's dominant. She is a dog. So I don't want to get that misconstrued. She is a dog. But and another thing you said too that I want to speak on. You said, we don't know what was said in that game. We don't know what was said in that game. Caitlin, and don't get me wrong. We know Caitlin talk trash. We know she do. I didn't say she don't. We know she do.
And I ain't saying Caitlin Clark being racist or nothing like that.
No, not at all.
Mm-hmm.
So like you said, we don't know what's said in that game. But from what I've seen in all these interviews and all the stuff that's going on, LSU, it doesn't seem like LSU's beef is coming from anything she said in the game. It's stuff that happened previously. In the Elite Eight against Louisville, this one motion towards her bench, that was in Louisville. That had nothing to do with LSU.
To another team.
Then last round, this is my other issue with it too, why I'm kind of like, bro, come on now. You know what I'm saying? Now, if Caitlin was rapping the whole game, like you said, Tyler, Angel probably would have been said that, like, bro, she was talking when, and you know what I'm saying? She would have been said that.
That's true.
But if Caitlin was talking the whole game against LSU, man, I would have said, bro, follow her to the tunnle. If Angel had came out and was like, bro, Caitlin was rapping the whole game.
Rapping at me.
I would have said, follow her to the tunnel. I would have retracted my statement, said, my bad, bro. She deserved that. Follow her to the tunnel.
She should have did it 10 more seconds.
That's what I'm saying. But from what I'm saying from all the interviews, like Will was saying too, talking about SC because she waved her hand and told her to shoot.
Come on, man.
Are we really? Because I'm pretty sure all of us at one point playing basketball have done that. That girl was, no disrespect to her, she played a phenomenal game. The South Carolina guard, she ended up hitting some shots. But bro, Sky Report said she was a 21% 3-point shooter. My dog, I'm sitting in that paint, and if I'm about to run out, I'm like, what am I doing? I'm waving my hand too. Not trying to be disrespectful. I'm just like, bro, I'm not guarding you. You're 21%.
Numbers is numbers. Yeah, it's 21%. I'm not guarding.
So it's like, I wasn't even talking about that. It's just,
that's what Angel is talking about. When they say they don't take disrespect lightly, like you said, she's talking about her SC sister or whatever it is. And like I said, LSU great. LSU a great team. But Kayla Loki did them a favor because SC matches up better with LSU than Iowa does. So that might have been a completely different game. But that's besides the point.
I mean, but you can't say that because SC shot like trash, and they could have shot like trash against LSU.
They faced LSU earlier in the year and beat them by 20 plus.
I know, but I'm saying they shot like trash against Iowa, and they could have shot like trash.
And Kaylin had 40. Kaylin had 40. That's besides the point. My biggest thing too is just like come on, bro. Like, you're gonna say it's disrespectful, but like you're not giving anything that someone's done to you or your team. You know what I'm trying to say? That's where I'm like the little miscommunication comes for me because it's like. Now, like I was saying before, if Caitlin was talking to you, bro, bring the trophy to the Iowa locker room, bro. You could do it. But it's like, bro, if your main concern is because she waved off the 3-point shooter, because against South Carolina, as far as we know, like I said, we're not on the court. We don't know what's said. But as far as we know, and the media seems to catch everything, the main trash talk for them was because she waved off for South Carolina. And then the biggest thing for Louisville is because she did the you can't see me, but she wasn't doing that to no one. She was doing that towards her bench. So it's like, that's where I'm like going back on Will's point. When we say like those were the same exact things, and that's why I'm not going to lie, a lot of analysts, I know they didn't watch the Louisville game. I know they didn't really watch it. I know they're just looking at a screenshot of or a video of her doing that. They don't know the context of everything going on.
It's not the same.
And a lot of analysts showed me that they don't really watch it and they just want to join the trend and they just want to, okay, this sounds like the right thing to say, so I'm going to say it.
That's fact.
Truth be told,
even off this subject in general, that's facts. It don't matter what subject it is.
I get it. Look,
with stuff that don't even.
I'm not saying what Angel completely did was following her was wrong. I just said it was excessive. I never was like it was the worst thing. She needs. Right. She's classless. She's this, that, the third. No, she's not classless at all. I mean, it's basketball. You talk trash. Right. I just was like, it's just a little excessive. That's it. That's all I said. I just think it's a little excessive. But for people to be like,
more than a little.
For people to be like, it's a racist, it's racial, it's this, it's not that deep. It's not that deep. And like I said before,
calling her out her name,
that's not that deep to that. And like I said, a lot of analysts are out there talking about this race thing, and that really disappointed me because I look up to a lot of these analysts. But I get it though. When you work for certain companies, there's certain things you can't say. So I get it. And obviously, when you go on Twitter, I mean, you're going to obviously side just automatically with anything that seems like the right thing to do, which is like there shouldn't be any sides personally to me. There shouldn't be any sides. But it's just like for LSU, for you to say like your main reason is because she waved off your SC sister and because she did against Louisville. Come on, bro. I mean, like,
you gotta have more than that.
But they've been another thing is I seen her say something about it. Andrew Reese. They've been playing since she was at Maryland. And there's pictures of her, and pictures of them rapping at each other.
Okay, that's what I said. So then, bro, I would say that. I'm just going off what you say. From what I'm seeing, bro. Look, bro, I'm just going off. Look,
they asked. Look, they didn't interview both of them today, asking if there's beef, if there's anything like that this is stemming from, or is it just purely competitive? They have both acknowledged ain't no problem, ain't no beef.
Yeah,
I love Angel. Caitlin say I respect her as a competitor. Angel saying the same thing about Caitlin.
Mm-hmm.
So it from what they're saying is there's nothing deeper than personal. Just the competitive, right? It ain't personal than just the competitive nature of the sport. And just if it's purely based off just the competitive nature, cool, taunt, talk trash, do whatever, but don't drag it, bro.
And
like if Steph Curry,
but it's talking trash. It's talking trash. It's talking trash, and talking.
Right? Okay. Bro, like this. Look, if Steph or something hit a three, and he go like, he do his little shimmy. They like, oh yeah, whatever. Do a little shimmy. Oh, that's tough. If this man were to hit a three and started going to the best player, say he playing the Lakers and he go up to Bron and he's shimmying for the next 15 seconds, bro, you would be like,
what are you doing?
Would y'all not be like, yo?
He did it to Chris Paul though.
Chris Paul did it to him.
Come on, bro.
But it was in the moment.
And it was
in the moment. It was right after. But this is where I feel like there's the miscommunication.
This is where Chris Paul hit that shot at the top of the key, and he shimmied.
It was in the moment. That's what I'm trying to get to you, bro. Oh my god, that's what I think.
They didn't go back, and Chris Paul still going like this.
It was in the moment. That's what we're trying to get at. Like, honestly, that's like if Caitlin were to like go for a layup, right? And Angel Reese blocked it towards the end of the game like that, and then Angel Reese wanted to do that. Just in the moment, it's in the moment. It's competitive.
I got a question. What if you seen where she did that TikTok dance after she blocked somebody's stuff in one of the other games during the game? Or she had an N1. She had an N1 during the game. Is that excessive? She did a whole dance.
I didn't see.
Yeah. Yes.
That's excessive.
I didn't see it. I guess I didn't see it.
I saw that, bro. I saw that. I love Angel Reese, and I love the way she expresses herself and that she's authentically her. But doing a whole TikTok dance after N1 she did both heels.
Yep.
Hey, come on. Like, all right.
She a dog.
Just say N1 scream.
Yeah.
Maybe do.
But it's like a lot of people want to say like men, like the men do it or whatever. But it's like I'm going back to Will's point, like trying to think about it. I know you brought up Klay Thompson, but Klay Thompson, like if you go on, I could look that up right now. That boy a meme now. Every time the Warriors down 40, they got him throwing up 4. Like he became a meme now because he's like, bro, what are you doing, bro? Like you down 20. What is you doing? But it's just like really look at, like you want to look back at it. Look at NBA players and look at an NBA player that the game is well out of reach. Unless the other player was talking the whole game, like if it's a Pat Bev situation and like the player's talking to them the whole time, then besides that, I'm talking about like no player was talking to who, like at the end of the game, the player just walking up to them doing that. Like, can you tell me someone that's done that?
No,
off dome.
No, like I said, the only one I could think of is Klay, and like you said, he was.
But it became a meme because like, bro, what are you doing? You down 20? You over there throwing up 4s?
I agree with y'all to an extent, but I don't agree with y'all about the race thing because they was tripping about. You got white. Listen, you got white analysts literally calling her classless and
but that's what we're saying. It should have never got to race. It should have never got to race. That's what we're saying. We're saying that they're messed up on that part.
But you can't say that when the white people is saying stuff like that.
That's what I'm saying. They should never even let it get to that point. That's how, and that's why Will said, that's why Will was like, bro, like this society is like you need to get checked because it shouldn't even never got to that. Like that's why I said the people. Or one of the Barstool guys. I mean, look, look, man. I ain't trying to talk bad about you because one day you want to throw up a job. But I'm gonna say some real stuff. Though. I'm gonna be real though. Like you can't be calling a college athlete a classless piece of whatever poop. You know what I'm saying? She didn't say poop. He said another word, but you know what I'm saying. But like you can't be doing that, and then it's just like come on, bro. Like you dragging it. You feel me? Like now you dragging that. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, like you didn't have to follow her, like, but y'all be calling her out her name, like that's disrespectful. That's OD.
She's not even a full-grown woman yet, and they calling her out her name, knowing if her daddy was in front of him, He would not call her that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But that's why
Caitlyn better than me because I would have swung on everything. You're not gonna follow me like that.
I ain't gonna lie. She did that. She might have did that to somebody else.
Caitlyn swears she ain't see it. I don't know if she lying or not.
I
know she peeped.
She saw.
Exactly.
I know
but
she peeped.
They both come back next year. If I'm Caitlyn, that's gonna be a screensaver. I swear to God.
I ain't gonna lie.
Everything.
If I'm Caitlyn, that would be the craziest comeback I've like. If Caitlyn, and let's just say the cards fall, these teams are rematching this, and Caitlyn come and win.
Yeah. I want to see
Caitlyn
gritty. I want to see Caitlyn gritty circles around Angel for 10 minutes.
She not hitting nobody
nonstop.
And I already. The thing is, I could see Caitlyn walk, but the thing is, I ain't gonna lie. I feel like Angel will swing on her. You see, so it's like that's the thing. If the roles are reversed, we can all sit here and agree. Angel is swinging on her. If Caitlyn did that to her, Angel is swinging on her.
I think she can. I think she can control herself better than swing on her.
I bet you go out. Maybe not swing, but she'll get in her face.
Let me go out on a limb here and
she ain't swinging now.
Let me go out on a limb. On a limb here and say, since we talking about us, black people, let's be a little real about this. If roles were reversed and Caitlyn was doing all of that to Angel, do you think our people are not gonna say, "Oh, she doing too much," and try to flip it and turn it into a race?
It's a lose-lose.
It's a lose-lose.
Someone's gonna take. It's just people don't want to like this. Like you said, well, this society always takes it to race. That's my biggest problem. And like, there's a lot of analysts I look up to a lot, and it's like the fact that I come in and go on whatever day, the day after the game I go there, I just see them just talking about race and just because she's a black girl doing. I'm like, bro,
we enjoy anything, bro.
Like,
please,
come on, bro. Like, it ain't even that deep.
Let's just relish in two great competitors.
That's it, bro. And it just sucks because it literally just overshadowed LSU's championship win and Caitlyn's historic turning run. That's all we're talking about now, which sucks. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to LSU Ice Spice too.
Yeah, she low key. I ain't gonna lie. She low key was a difference maker.
She had me in here grittying, going
she
crazy.
She was a difference maker. But yeah, let's kind of. We're still gonna kind of stay on this topic a little bit. We're gonna gear towards kind of the White House situation and how. Which I'm gonna let Tyler go first with this. But if you didn't know, so like, I guess the first lady invited Iowa to the White House as well. Which obviously that never happens. I mean, normally the winning team is who goes. So, Tyler, how do you feel about the first lady inviting Iowa to the White House despite them losing in the national championship?
First thing I'm gonna say is shout out to North Carolina because they banning participation trophies, and I ain't never heard of nobody getting invited to the White House for getting second place ever in my life, whether it's college, professional. I personally don't even think second place medals should even be handed out, let alone you get an invitation to one of the most secure places in the world. But hey, all I'm gonna say is if LSU would have lost, they wouldn't have got the invite. And if Iowa accepts the invite, LSU better not go. I swear. And they better call, because I seen one of their players ask Michelle Obama, can they go to her house?
Yeah.
That's exactly where they need to go. That was lame. It was lame when I saw it. It's lame now. That shouldn't be, because that's going to become a norm. You inviting both teams. And why would you invite them teams when they just played each other and got into it? Like, I mean, I don't see them fighting, but an example is when the Rams and the Bengals did a joint practice last offseason. They just played in the Super Bowl. Why would you do that? You're just asking for an altercation in some sort. So that's dumb. There's no other way to put it around it. That's just lame, and you awarding second place, which you shouldn't. But what do y'all go ahead?
Let me say 100% agree with you on the fact that second place do not get to go to the White House. That's how it is. That's how it should be. You lost, whatever. That's that type of award is specifically exclusive to the team that won. But I'm trying to just be like the peacemaker here between two sides. Everybody kind of, again, like, I feel like everybody's jumping to kind of what you said, Tyler. If it was LSU, if roles were flipped and it was LSU, that had lost and Iowa that won, LSU wouldn't be getting that invite, which ultimately is going to tie back into the race thing because we all know LSU is a predominantly black team.
That's not what I was saying.
I'm just saying this is where most people. I'm not saying you. This is where most people are like alluding to. And Iowa was a predominantly white team, so when they say it's role reverse, they saying they trying to discredit what black or whatever has done this, that, and the third. I'm gonna give First Lady Jill the benefit of the doubt here. And I'm not gonna crucify her like everybody else. Like I said, I think it was stupid. I don't think she should have ever said that because that's not how it goes. But I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt only because of the attention and the mark that this specific game is gonna have on history. This is the most watched women's basketball game ever. This is the most attention and notoriety that like the sport of women's college basketball has gotten from everybody, from all audiences. I'm not seeing nobody bashing it. I know people that watch the women's national championship game and tuned in for maybe a couple minutes of the men's national championship game, which me personally, I don't know about. Yeah, me too. Which, we all know that's not the norm. So I'm going to only give her the benefit of the doubt and say, I think the execution was poor, but I think her intentions were actually good in this regard, saying, hey, yes, obviously LSU won, but this was just so incredible for the history of women's basketball and just sports in general that, hey, maybe I should just invite both. Now, like I said, do I think that should happen? No. Still reserved for LSU. But I'm just saying, I feel like before people want to jump and crucify, let's just think about where she's coming from, just from like the impact that this is having, like culturally and in sports and in the media and everything like that. That's all I'm saying. So
you can go, Tyler.
Before you start, Josh, I'm gonna just piggyback off that, and I kind of get what you're saying. Give her the benefit of the doubt because it's like, I guess a way you could say that too is like you're bringing women together and celebrating like the big accomplishment. Because 10 million people watching a women's basketball game. If you told me that would have happened 10 years ago, if you told me that would have happened 10 years ago, I would have said, yeah, you're crazy.
Yeah.
But I'm glad Caitlin and Angel Reese and a couple other college players then grew college basketball and women's basketball in general. So hopefully WNBA gets the same attention. But yeah, go ahead, Josh.
I mean, you both hit it on the nail. I mean, first off, second place trophy shouldn't be even given out. You didn't win. That's just the fact of the matter. I mean, but also piggybacking off Will, the magnitude of this game and what it's did for women's sports in general, not just women's basketball, is honestly insane. It's crazy because I'm pretty sure more people watch the women's national championship than the men. I could be wrong, but
I can't wait till that come out. I can't wait till it come out.
They're not releasing that stat.
It's close. But do I think Iowa should be invited? No. I mean, if you're gonna invite anyone, invite Caitlin, not the rest of that team. They ain't doing anything. I'm just playing. I ain't gonna do y'all like that. Yeah, I ain't gonna do y'all like that. I ain't gonna do y'all like that. But nah, they shouldn't even invite Iowa. I mean, invite LSU. That's just how it should be because, like you said before, Tyler, if the roles were reversed, LSU is. Jill not even thinking about inviting them. But to piggyback off Will, maybe the execution was just poor, and I guess she's trying to bring two teams together because of the history that they made, but ideally that's just not how it should be. LSU deserved it. It's their time. Every other team, they got their time, so LSU gets their time. They won. They're the national champs. They're the best team in women's college basketball this year, so they deserve to go. It shouldn't even be thinking about Iowa. You want to do a separate ceremony on the side where nobody know? Cool, go do that. Don't let us know about it. But don't be coming out and just saying that because that's just gonna look just bad on your.
She should have known. Like she got a PR team,
especially just because of how everything that just happened between.
Why would you say that?
It's literally a race.
It's awful.
The race war right now. It's basically a race war right now. And it's like you just lighten more, you just added fuel to it. Like the fire already brewing. And you just said, "Oop, let me just dump a little gasoline on it." And that's it. And I don't know what she thought was gonna happen. Maybe her PR team ain't had the phone, and late night she by Joe just started tweeting. Joe don't know what be going on at the time.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
But nah, I mean, I don't think Iowa should be invited. It should just be LSU. They deserved it. They're a better team. They had a great year. And yeah, I was just wild on Jill's part. But like you said, maybe it's just poor execution. As we're still on college basketball, we can kind of go to UConn, San Diego State. I'm be honest with y'all. They got up 16. I turned it off. I'm be honest. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest with you. I'm not even gonna sit here and get on here and try to act like I knew what happened that whole game. The boys got up 16 early, and I was like, I ain't gonna lie.
Now,
man,
San Diego State did cut it to 8 late.
Yeah, it was like 59 to like 52 when I clicked on the ESPN app to just look at the score, and I just said UConn's still gonna win. So I was like, whatever. But yeah, I mean, start with you, Will. I mean, as far as if you watched it, I mean, what can you gather from that game?
I mean, honestly, I don't know why I said that Houston was gonna win in the first place. I guess I should have looked more. Should have looked more at UConn. They've shown pure dominance basically throughout the whole tournament.
Yeah,
the Final Four game was complete dominance, just utter dominance. I mean, they controlled the whole game from start to finish. You got Sunoco coming out the first couple minutes of the game, going 2 for 2 from 3. I didn't even know. Bro, I was flabbergasted. Like, right. I'm like, bro, nobody don't have a clip like that. So how's this even happening? But he played outstanding. Jordan Hawkins played outstanding. Point guard Newton. Whole team, top to bottom. They're a tough team. And I'm even more excited to see what they're gonna do next year. Sunoco, I think Sunoco. Obviously, I don't see him going to the league. I don't think he's a senior. Who is it? Jackson. He's a junior. He's probably not going to the league. Hawkins is a sophomore. Who's their other? What's number 11? Alex Caravan. I think he's a freshman or a sophomore. Their backup big Donovan Clingan. He's a freshman. So
that's crazy,
bro. They can really make some noise. Make some noise next year.
How did we miss this though,
bro? They
started off like 9-10-0, bro.
How did we miss this? Because it's like, even if a team's not like a high seed, normally we could kind of look at a team and be like, all right, like them boys probably. But I never even,
bro. Only 2.4% of brackets had them winning.
I don't think many saw this, bro.
Yeah, I didn't even make one where they was winning, and I made it where UCLA was winning. I was pissed. I was hot.
Oh man,
when the Zags hit that shot over them boys. But I mean, what about you, Ty? As far as like, what do you guys say about the game?
The most logical thing I can say about the game is Jordan Hawkins' draft stock then like went crazy.
Yeah.
So if I was him, I'd go ahead and get up out of there. Or I don't know, because he has the nicest jump shot I've seen in so long.
Bro, it's pure. It's
so
pure.
We got Deadeye Hall of Fame.
It is pure.
I know, in your face. You don't care.
I know comparing to like amazing shooters is crazy, but I see a young Ray Allen in him, and it's I don't want to say it because it's Ray Allen. They play just alike. Like, he got bounce like Milwaukee Ray Allen. He could shoot. He got a mid range. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But like you said, we didn't really see him, but it was number one for a couple weeks, Josh.
Yeah.
It was number one.
But it was like, because it's like college basketball this year. I forgot they had so many different number ones this year, man. Like, I lost track.
And Sunoco ain't even been eating. He been doing Ramadan.
Oh God! Right. And he out there.
He fasted and got a clip.
Hey, but you got that fasted probably get them boys a clear mind.
Right.
That might be an advantage. Because when you fasted, they like in tune with their body. Like, they in tune with everything. Like, type where they gotta control if they hungry or not. They over there doing formations with they stuff. They all right.
I'm about to start fasting before my rec league. Yeah. See what I see.
I'm about to start doing that before flag football interviews.
See if I can get active.
Nah, but yeah. So we'll kind of get a little bit away from college basketball. I mean, yeah, that was a long topic for us for college basketball today, but it needed to be kind of had. So now we're gonna kind of shift a little bit to the NBA, and we're gonna start. I know last week we touched on the Mavs a little bit, but there's a new report that just came out saying that the Mavs are thinking about shutting down Kyrie and Luka. And I'm gonna start with you, Tyler. Like, what do you have to say about that?
I'm loving it. You know what? Had Yep.
Yes, sir.
Like all that trash they was talking. You only talk tough when you're up. Yep. You got 2 All-Stars and they ain't making no playoffs. So they might as well go ahead and shut them down. I can't wait to see them at the playoffs. They were saying we want the Suns. We want the Suns. Yep. Y'all gonna want that couch. And this is coming from the fan side of me.
Yeah.
But no, this for me being on the show for real, it's lame. I ain't gonna lie, because you still got a chance to get that last 10 spot.
Yeah, but it's
you want that.
It's
pick
like
that bad.
Everything has to low key fall their way. Like it has to low key be like perfect for them to get in.
Exactly, but it's no. I mean, do you really want that pick that bad? Because
they want a top 10 pick, but because I think Kyrie said there's a report saying Kyrie said he's going to test free agency.
Yeah,
it's like, I mean, I might as well go get a pick.
Yeah,
I
don't know. I think they trying to make sure Kyrie. They trying to get something at least.
He's leaving, bro.
Yeah, for sure. They don't have no defense. They don't have no defense.
They had him for a half-year rental. We all knew that.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna go to the Heat. I ain't gonna cap. I thought they was gonna do like Kyle Lowry and some picks and something.
The Heat probably didn't want to like get rid of because they probably asked for Hero, and they probably didn't want to get rid of him.
Well, so, I mean, yeah, that's true. That's true.
I didn't even know he was averaging like 20 this year. I didn't know Hero was like hooping like that.
That's why I was when y'all said who was you doing it? Him or Austin Reese?
I think we did him or Austin.
Yeah,
averaging 20.4. I said.
Y'all sounded ridiculous.
He ain't got his own shoe though. He ain't got his own shoe.
Yeah,
he signed with Nike.
He ain't got his own shoe though.
Austin Reeves is signed with a Chinese shoe company.
I don't know who he signed with. I don't know what that. I don't know.
He got a shoe though.
I ain't even gonna try to. I ain't even gonna try to say the name.
Right,
so I don't look bad. I ain't gonna say it. But yeah, what about you, Will? How you feel about the Mavs thinking about shutting down Kyrie and Luka for a potential top 10 pick?
I'm with Tyler on this one. I think that's bogus. You have when you have players of that caliber, you cannot. That should be the last thing you do. Yeah. If you don't make the playoffs, you don't make the playoffs. But the last thing you should do is to tank, shut it down so you can get some picks.
Yeah,
ain't that against the rules?
Come on now, and I know, well, kind of a little bit, but we all know like. Obviously, they could just it is what it is, but nah, bro, you can't do that. Especially, I mean, outside of maybe like the top 5, it's some good players, but it's nothing. I wouldn't say nothing game changing. Nothing that the Mavs are bringing that are just automatically make them contenders or say better than they are now. Yeah. So I think that's a waste. Obviously, if it does make a difference if Kyrie tests free agency, but. It's a shame. And last week, I said, yo, I'm not sure what it is with Kyrie, but it's a trend, bro. And I'm not sure what's going on. But if you see Luka, he made some comments. I don't know if it was today or yesterday. They asked him, do he miss Jalen Brunson? He's saying, yeah, I do. Like, he was tough. He's a good guy. Listen, I don't know if it's too soon to say it's Kyrie's fault yet, but I'm telling you, it's some stuff that's happening like consistently with Kyrie, and I don't really know all the ins and outs, what's going on behind the scenes, but I'm gonna assume it's some stuff. I don't know why. Now he on a different team, complete situation. Luka ain't never had nothing to say about nobody, and in the past 3 weeks, you hear him making like seem like little jab comments, not directed at Kyrie. So I don't know if they got nothing going on, but little stuff. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, go ahead. Yeah. That might hurt to say. To just
shutting down Luka and Kyrie is kind of crazy. And I think Mark Cuban is one of the best owners in the NBA, and I think he dropped the ball with the trade. Should have just never traded. I mean, I want to say before the trade, the Mavs were the 4th seed in the West, or at least they were up there. And I get why he did it, because it was to a point where like, oh, maybe Luka needs like an extra help. But at the end of the day, I don't want to say the problem is Kyrie's not the problem, but he plays a hand in it if it makes sense. But he doesn't do it because like he's a bad teammate or he's a bad player. He does it because he just doesn't fit. He doesn't fit that system. Luka never needed another extra ball handler, and I think him and Jalen Brunson worked so well because Brunson knew his role. Like Brunson knew, all right, he's in the back burner. Luka has like, I can just sit in the corner and catch and shoot the whole game if I have to. But if I have to take the ball and score and, be the main ball handler, I can do that as well. Now you got Kyrie Irving, who's a better ball handler than you. I mean, y'all can score at the same clip, if anything. So it's like, I mean, are you better than me? Or like, there's no, like, you know what I'm trying to say? So it's like you can't sit there and tell Kyrie, go sit in the corner. You can't tell Luka, go sit in the corner. So it's like more of like a power dynamic, like Luka needs more of a player like a Bradley Beal when it comes to like another like star. Yeah. Like those are the type of stars you need to surround him with, a player that can actually sit and catch and shoot and not have a problem with it. I mean, Bradley Beal was able to play with Russell Westbrook, and he had a career year that year. Averaged 30. I want to say he was an all-star starter. So if he can do that with Russell Westbrook, imagine what he's doing that with Luka. So I mean, like, they just kind of dropped the ball on that. I don't know what made them want to do that trade so bad. And also to the fact, too, they got rid of their defense. They got rid of a lot of the stuff that they needed, So
Anthony Smith.
Yeah, what'd you say? The top 5?
I'll take. We're not gonna go back to that.
Y'all wasn't understanding what I was saying.
But
we got you.
But it's just like the Mavs really just, and it just sucks because if Kyrie generally just walks, like, why did you like you just wasted? Because I'm pretty sure they traded a couple picks too. So it's like, what did you just do that for? Like, you had no reason to do that.
But I got a question. I got a question though. So if we're not gonna say that Kyrie is the problem, is it safe to say that he's not the solution either?
No, that's what I'm saying.
If we're thinking not since Cavs, any team he's gone to, it seemed like he has not been the solution.
Yeah,
he may not be the issue, but he ain't really fixing anything either.
I think it's more about his situation. I think Kyrie needs to be with a player that's. It just sucks because with Kevin Durant's a great player. Honestly, one of the best players in the league. It's just he's more he's score first.
Sorry.
Huh?
Keep going. Sorry.
Oh, we want to do this?
I'm not trying to do that. I'm not trying to do that. He just
because I can't do it. Anyways,
he just had 30 like back-to-back nights after coming back.
I said one of the best players. One of the best players in the league. Sorry. What do you want me to say? Well, I gave him his flowers.
Sometimes it's just the way, like when you say that so fast,
one of the best
makes
players
it seem like you're undermining. Like,
but I said he's one
Bron,
of the...
But when you say Bron, you say
when you say Bron, you put a little more.
Listen,
extra on it.
I just don't for Kyrie. I don't think he's just been in the right situation since he left Cleveland, and it sucks to say. I mean, his best situation he probably was in was honestly Boston. But then again, like, I'm not sure what went on there. I don't know.
Where can he go then? Where can he go?
He needs to go with, I guess, he generally probably just needs his own team, bro. Like, I mean, so
where can he go?
Definitely not the Suns. No, you don't want him over there.
No,
I know you do.
As long as he put the basketball on the floor, I don't care. He can.
Did you not just
Tyler? As long as he get on the floor.
Did you watch Brooklyn?
Tyler.
Don't care. As long as he
Tyler,
you want to.
Why would you want to, Tyler? So you want
who are you picking? Who are you picking? Him or Chris Paul? You pick
Chris Paul.
Bro,
Chris Paul fits the dynamic.
He's a better fit.
He fits the dynamic of your
just
team.
Like Mark Cuban.
No.
What have people not learned
Chris
about?
Paul literally fits the dynamic.
Together.
You're gonna you think
win.
Kyrie, Devin Booker, and
Chris
Kevin
Paul
Durant
is old as dirt.
So you think Kyrie, Devin Booker, and Kevin Durant can coexist?
They all want to win. They all want to put the ball in the basket.
Oh my gosh!
Did you? It was just James Harden, Kyrie, and KD.
Harden was hurt the whole.
Granted, they were hurt a little bit, but I mean,
bro, they never won even when they played together.
Niggas, they was hurt.
Oh my god, you just won everything. This
damn
man think this like 2K.
Wow. Damn Skippy.
He gonna work like 2K.
Damn Skippy.
No, look, Kyrie's a great player. Honestly, one of the best. He's a magician. I mean, he's probably the most skilled player in NBA history in terms of what he does. And I just feel like he just needs to be in a better situation. I don't know exactly what that situation is for him, but it's unfair to kind of say he's the problem in Dallas because he just got thrown into a situation where it's like, man, two of the most ball dominant players in the league. I mean, you throwing them on the same team and you thinking it's just, oh yeah, gonna mess. No, that's not how that works. So I feel like in Cleveland, it was LeBron was, he didn't mind deferring, so he didn't mind just being a slasher, standing, just let Kyrie do his thing. But when you play with guys like Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, or not Devin Booker, I'm tripping. When you play guys like Luka or Kevin Durant, like those guys demand the ball. Kevin Durant can play with the ball off the ball.
No, but Kevin can play fantastic.
Yeah, he can play off the ball, but still, like, those are score first, like type players. So it's like, I don't know, the situation just didn't work for him. I mean, I hope he does find the situation that works. I don't know what the best situation for Kyrie would be. I don't. But I do want to see him somewhere where, like he's able to kind of control the team and be his own player. He doesn't really deserve all the slander he gets. I get he's done a lot of crazy things. I wouldn't say crazy, but out of the ordinary things. But I do think he still does deserve to be happy and go somewhere where he wants to be.
Can I say something about Luka too? Since we talk about the Mavs, can he become a better off-ball player? Like we seen how good KD off the ball was with the Warriors. Like
you can't compare.
If they don't. Why can't he be a better off-ball player and a better defender at that?
KD became a better off-ball player because honestly, him going to Golden State was great for him. Aside from the rings, because he learned to play off-ball. When it was him and Russell Westbrook, it was just you go, I go. It wasn't no. That's what I'm saying. So Luka, I don't know if he's ever going to be able to do that. I mean, I think it would be great for his game, but.
Unless Jason Kidd establishes a actual system, which is not going to happen as long as Luka's there because his usage rate is extremely high, and they're actually pretty successful when his usage rate is that high. So
yeah, true.
So, they made it to the Western Conference Finals. I was like, I might as well just keep doing.
I don't see that happening where they try to.
They took out PG and Kawhi. Like, what?
It worked. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Like what? I'm not gonna argue with you.
It's broke now.
It's broke. They tried to fix it.
Yeah, I mean, they traded their team. I don't know why they did that, but
I told you they traded away defense.
That didn't really make sense on their part at all. But since we're kind of talking about this, we're gonna kind of go to the last two topics. We'll try to make these ones a little quick. First one, since we're just talking about, teams in the Western Conference. You were just talking about your Suns. Well, y'all, that's your Suns now. I know Katie went over there, so Will's a Suns fan.
Yes.
But yeah, the Lakers have been playing pretty well lately, and they're in a position where they can potentially get to the 5th seed. And obviously, right now the Suns are in the 4th seed. And my question is gonna be, I'll go first. Should the Lakers just aim for that 5th seed or just try to just get the 6th seed, miss the plan, but not get the 5th seed so they wouldn't have to play the Suns? Here's my thing.
You gotta be spooked. You gotta be spooked.
Let me ask you something. when we do this, when you ask me next, are we going from fans or are we going from?
I want whatever you're gonna give me. I don't care.
But you going first, so I'm asking.
I don't. I'm just.
Right.
I'm just going both. I'm going whatever come to my head.
All right, bet. Go ahead, then.
You know what? Yeah, I'll give you two actually. As a fan, like a LeBron fan, I don't want them to get the 5th seed right now. I don't think they're ready yet. Even though honestly, like they should be. You know, in basketball, they're never probably gonna come out and say, but like you should just win whatever who you play. But I believe they do need a lot more games together as a team collectively, like where everyone's healthy. Because now D'Lo just got hurt, so like they still having people that are injured. I just don't believe a first round matchup with the Phoenix Suns would be ideal right now for this. They don't want that. So now, if we're talking logically, if Anthony Davis keeps playing the way that he's playing, I mean, I think it'll be a great series. But still, I would rather play either the Grizzlies or the Kings. I'd rather play the Kings, but then we'd have to be in the play-in. I want to miss the play-in. So honestly, I really wouldn't mind playing the Grizzlies. I would love to play them. And the Grizzlies are third, ain't it? Or second?
No, the Grizzlies are second, I want to say. The Kings would be who y'all would play if y'all played the
if we get the 6th seed?
Yeah.
Even better.
I think so. Hold up. Let me
even
make sure.
better.
I'm looking at it now. Yeah.
I thought it was
because right now
the Kings.
Right now it's the Kings, Suns, Clippers, Warriors, and then the Lakers.
How many games are the Grizzlies ahead of the Kings?
2.
Yeah, Grizzlies got that lock. Yeah, I'd rather play the Kings. I mean, I'm not saying they're a bad team, but they don't have the experience. So I mean, I will take Anthony Davis and a healthy LeBron any day of the week. So ideally, I would really like to go for that 6th seed. Don't feel like playing, the Suns anytime soon. That's not really what I would want to do.
Looking from that smoke.
I mean, because we would play them if we were to be the 6th seed. When would we play the Suns? We would play the Suns in the Western Conference Finals because the 4-5 would end up playing. Who would they end up playing? The 1?
Excuse me.
They'd end up playing the 1, ain't it?
I'd have to look at the bracket.
Yeah, no, because the 1 plays 8, obviously, and then you got 4-5, 2-7, 3-6. So 1's gonna play if they beat 1-8. 1's gonna play the winner of 4-5 because it's gonna be 4 teams left. So it's gonna be the 1 versus the 4 seed and the 2 versus the 3 seed.
So now you're playing Denver.
So ideally that would be the best. That would be the best. We
don't really got to worry about y'all getting past the first round, to be honest. So we can. I mean, that's just then and there.
Look at his face.
We don't really have to worry about the Western. I mean, that's high aspirations, of course. Obviously, I know y'all been on a run, but talking about the Western Conference Finals is kind of crazy, bro. Take it one game at a time.
What do you mean by we're not going to get past the first round?
What I mean is that the odds of you getting out the first round are slim.
With the way AD is playing?
I don't care how the way AD is playing. All it takes is one step.
All right, go. Y'all can go. I was about to start. But y'all can go. One of y'all can go. Y'all both something. I don't care.
Go ahead.
Man, we know.
Slender man can stay healthy.
We know
230 pieces, back to back, coming off of that, right? All right, go ahead, Tyler. Sorry,
we seen what happened when we played them in the series. Granted, AD was hurt and everything, but
yeah.
And then I seen somebody post
wait. Are you talking about a couple years ago when y'all beat us? When we was up 2-0?
I think.
And then Anthony Davis got hurt. I know you're not talking about that.
Y'all was not up no 2-0. You sound crazy.
Or we was up 2-1 or 2-0.
That's up one game. That's not nothing.
That's
crazy.
one game. You were not up.
Doesn't matter. Anthony Davis got hurt.
Calm down. He came back and played, so I don't care. Do not wait. Time out. Wasn't Chris Paul hurt?
Anybody talking about that old man? That man always hurt.
We're not talking. Hey,
he said he couldn't shoot right, and then he ended up shooting the minute AD got hurt. Get out of here, bro.
Well, he recovered.
You can keep going. You can keep going, boss man. My fault.
But we see what happened. And I would say, well, no, y'all got way more defense now than back then. But I mean, Booker was carving y'all. And we seen what happened in Game 6. 47 had AD out there just limping and tripping and all that. But y'all don't want to see us, man. Y'all gonna say, I already know what Lakers fans are gonna say. We ain't got
Matter of fact, I want the 5th seed. I want the 5th seed. I want the 5th seed. I want it. I want it. Anthony Davis and LeBron healthy. I want it.
If you want Bron to make it out the first round, you'll play the game.
I want it. I want the 5th seed. I want it.
I'm gonna keep it.
I want it. I want the 5th seed. Give me the 5th seed. I want the 5th seed. We want Phoenix. I want the 5th seed.
That's what y'all said last. So we
knock y'all boys out.
Y'all said in 2021.
Bro, Anthony Davis got hurt, buddy.
Chris Paul was hurt. What are you talking about?
Oh my God, this man talking about. Oh my God, he talking about the
car.
He keeps talking about the car insurance man. Why you keep talking about him? Look, I don't care about Mr. Allstate Farm. I don't know what his name is. Anyways, I don't care about that because we want y'all right now. Bro. We want y'all right now. And healthy Anthony Davis, healthy LeBron. I ain't even gonna talk.
I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it.
I ain't gonna talk no more.
I'm gonna keep it a stack. Y'all play Suns
in Staples Center. Go look at the stats. Last game in Staples Center, 47.
Y'all play the Suns first round. I can guarantee you, Suns in 5.
What
and
you
it's no.
Bet?
I'll be nice to say 6.
What you want to bet? What you want to bet?
If Suns don't
bet.
What you want to bet?
What you want to bet, bro?
Bro, we can put whatever on it.
You know, I really hope we get this 5th seed.
Suns in 5, bro.
We about to have the best episodes ever. We about to have the best episodes.
Just play the Kings. If you don't want Brown to go home in the first round,
you don't want to, bro. Go light the beam. Go play light the beam. You don't. Bron do not want to see Kevin, bro. Bron do not want to see Kevin. Let's be real.
Twice.
I can't wait. You know what's funny? You know what's funny? Aside from the Suns, let's talk about your boy Kate. Hey, look, Kevin Durant, you're a great player. Honestly, I admire your game, man. I admire your game, man. I'm a fan. But look, I'm sorry you got a fan like this. He just make it so unbearable for me sometimes. I just say things I don't mean. But let's just go back to last year. You know, I had that same person, in a Detroit Pistons shirt was telling me a lot of things about, Nets going to the finals. Nets doing this. Boys got the broom and got sweat.
What you told me about the Lakers? What you told me about the Lakers last year, Josh? Josh, what did you tell me about the Lakers?
Somebody got hurt. Someone got hurt.
What did you tell me about the Lakers?
We didn't have both our star players.
What did you tell me about the
Lakers?
You
had your top 2 players, and y'all couldn't win a game.
The best team in the
West.
Couldn't
win a game. Y'all couldn't win a game though. But y'all couldn't win a game though.
Where were you?
But I'm asking, could y'all not win a game?
I'm asking, where were you?
Bro, what you saying? We was the same place y'all was.
No. We were in the playoffs. We were on TNT.
You right?
Where were you?
Y'all won just as many games as us too. That's crazy.
Where were you?
How you won just as many games as we did, and we wasn't in the playoffs?
We played them.
How you won just as many games as we did, and you wasn't in the playoffs?
Y'all were watching us.
Watching y'all. We went to Cancun together.
I can't wait. Bron to be somewhere back training with Bronny, getting ready for college real fast, bro. It's not gonna take long. It's not gonna take long, bro. It's not gonna take long.
I ain't even gonna say nothing. Let's get away from this because we get a little crazy. We're gonna go to our last topic. I mean, this for you actually. You got your little Pistons stuff on and all that. Them boys was 1-19 the last 20 games they sucked. Anyway,
big tank.
If the Pistons were to get the first pick next year in the draft, and obviously they would get Victor Wembanyama.
Wow.
Would the Pistons be able to make the playoffs if they get Victor? We'll start with the Pistons guy.
1,000%. 1,000%. The Pistons will make the playoffs if they get Victor. And I'm gonna just go out here. I don't care. It's not no hot take, bro. It is what it is. They will automatically be a top 7 trio in the NBA. I'm not saying 5.
You just said 5. What? Repeat that. Say that in a full
sentence. Wait a minute.
Say that. Hold on. Say that in a full sentence one more time.
If Wembanyama goes to the Pistons. If the Pistons get Victor Wembanyama, Jaden Ivey, Cade Cunningham, and Victor will automatically become a top 7 duo in the league. Not top 5.
That's still crazy.
But I'm giving them 7. Top 10 at the least.
Boy, you want something?
Come on, bro. The Pistons are already know. Anybody who know the Pistons,
they already know that 1-20.
Okay,
20 games.
Obviously, we're tanking. Know that we're one piece away. Obviously, those 3 are going to be incredible. If we don't trade Bojan, who's averaging 20 this year, who we could easily trade and get a first round pick, that would be another great piece for us. We have Jalen Duren. You heard what PG talking about.
What seed y'all gonna be?
What seed will be in the playoffs?
Yeah, you think it'll be a play-in, or you think you'll get like a top 6 seed?
I'm thinking 6. I'm not gonna have too high aspirations. 6.
You telling me y'all gonna no
6? Everybody stays healthy. 6.
I'll give y'all 10. Y'all can sneak in the play-in.
That's a crazy thing to say.
What
are you talking about?
You saying top 7 trio is crazy to say. You know how many good trios?
Everybody healthy. Jaden Ivey, Cade Cunningham, and Victor.
Okay.
With Bojan, and you got Jalen Duren, you got James Wiseman.
Help me name some trios.
You got Isaiah Stewart. What?
Isaiah.
All right, let's name trios that 6 trios or 7 trios I think will be better than Lakers, D'Lo, AD, and LeBron. Clippers. Who's their third person?
It would just have to be Kawhi, PG, and like Bones or something, but that's fine. That's still better. That's fine.
I'm still taking that.
I'm saying like PG, Kawhi.
Yeah. The Clippers, not the Clippers, the Heat.
Or Russ. Sorry, I don't know why I forgot Russ.
Snap! Oh my Lord!
I'm sorry.
Jimmy Bam and
Tyler Hero. That's 3.
The Suns
getting a little low. I wouldn't have that as 3, but
the Suns, D Book,
obviously
KD, and which one, CP or Dayton, whatever, doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. That's what 4
Clippers.
Yep.
I mean, not the Warriors. I'm sorry.
I'm probably going Embiid, Hardy, and Maxey.
Yes, oh, easy.
Probably.
That's 5. The Warriors, you're gonna have obviously Steph, Clay, Poole,
yeah.
Timberwolves.
Hold on now. What you talking about? Hold on, Tyler.
Anthony Edwards.
But Anthony Edwards and Cat. Anthony Edwards and Cat was kind of.
Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, I mean that's what's gonna get them over.
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. You need to relax with that.
I don't know about the Frenchman, but I mean he'll get him in there. That'll get them over. That'll get them over.
That's another one. Who else?
Because Cat and Hawks. Anthony Edwards are better than.
Okay. I take it back. Top 10. There'll be a top 10 trio.
I said top 10. I can still name 10.
It's gonna get kind of tough. Now you getting tough.
The Hawks. Let's see who else.
Trey DeJounte, and who?
John Collins.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe.
Chicago, Toronto.
Oh, Chicago.
Don't say
Levine.
Yes,
DeRozan.
Scotty Barnes, Pascal, and Fred VanVleet.
All right, you're losing me.
Oh, that's a good one.
You're losing me.
That's a good one.
You're losing me.
That's a good one. Denver. That's a good one.
Memphis. Do I need to keep going?
Bro, hold on, bro. You getting excited?
Jaren Jackson and
don't say his name. Don't you dare!
I'm not saying Dylan Brooks. I was
going to dare put his name in there.
I'm not saying Dylan Brooks. The Pelicans. Oh yeah, the Pelicans. There's the name.
Healthy Zion,
Like
Ingram.
12,
yeah, that's
Boston,
a lot of better trios.
Boston, Milwaukee.
All right, if Victor goes to the Pistons, the Pistons, Jaden Ivey.
That's like 15.
Jaden Ivey, Victor, and Cade Cunningham will be a top 20.
That sounds better than top 7, bro. I didn't even think about Milwaukee, bro. I didn't even think about Milwaukee.
No, I ain't gonna say Sacramento. They only got 2.
Bro.
They only got 2.
Bye.
I didn't even think.
All right, I was tweaking a little bit. But don't post that clip, bro.
Yeah, post that one.
I ain't gonna lie. That's why I asked you to say. That's why I asked you to say it in the full. That's why I said say it in the full sentence, please.
Hey. I was tweaking. I'm admitting, bro. I was tweaking.
That might get posted tonight.
Make sure you get that clip too, bro. I was tweaking. Relax.
That might get posted.
Relax, bro. I was tweaking.
Ooh,
bro.
I said, say it in a full sentence, please. I was waiting for that.
Bro, I was tweaking, bro.
I was waiting for that. Oh my god.
You ain't got no
bro, the Knicks.
I said the Knicks.
You said the Knicks. You said the Cavs.
RJ. Oh yeah, y'all out of there. Yeah, that's like 20 teams, bro. 21 teams.
What? I didn't even think about them, bro.
Damn,
I wasn't even thinking it was that many tough trios in the league.
There's a lot of pretty good trios in the league, bro. No cap. I didn't realize it too.
Yeah, I just realized that too.
The Spurs is if they had one more person, Keldon Johnson and Devin Vassell.
Yo, Tyler, I'm finna unplug this mic.
Keldon Johnson.
Hey, stop.
And Devin
Vassell. Stop.
I don't know about them.
Stop. You can stop now.
Keldon Johnson
you had me.
No. I'm asking. Underrated. I'm not saying this is a better trio, but like, what about you think the Nets have a trio? Do they?
No,
they don't.
It's not better than Kenny, Victor, and Jaden.
Nick Claxton.
If you're gonna say McCall, Spencer Dinwiddie, and Cam Johnson, I'm sorry.
No, Claxton.
Then still no. That's worse.
No, it's not. What? Yeah. He was.
Depends how big of a step. Depends how big of a step Mikal takes next year.
Mm-hmm. If McCall can keep it up, maybe.
Did he just win Eastern Conference Player of the Week or something?
Yes,
or a month or something? I don't know, but he was going crazy.
As he should.
That boy nuts.
You ain't got no choose this or that or him.
All right, bro. I was tweaking, bro. Bro.
It's still getting posted.
Bro, just forget it, bro. Like, just make sure you do. Can you do like a before and after? I tweaked.
We need interactions.
I'm admitting my wrongs. I tweaked out. I'm not trying to hear people.
They about to crucify you.
He done lost his mind. Bro,
I posted the Angel Reese thing, and that thing got literally like, bro. I asked a question. This was before obviously we did this, so I just asked a question. Was it classless or was it just right? Bro, I had like 150 comments about people just going crazy. I just asked the question. They just, how to meet social media is, bro. They just take it and run with it. I don't even think they be reading the captions anymore. They just look at the first thing they see and they just like, yeah, we just about to start an argument.
They do for real.
Social media toxic. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, man, this has been a long episode and we about to really sign out because we talked about a lot today. So it was a jam-packed show.
Cue the music. Can y'all let us know if y'all really rocking with this outro music?
We gotta cue.
Are y'all really rocking with this or would y'all rather hear like something better?
Here you go.
This is something I would do ASMR
too. Y'all mess with the song? Y'all mess with it, man. But we gonna be back. We've been consistent for y'all. We gonna be back. Our last YouTube video actually was the most we've got on YouTube so far, over 100 views. So people starting to tune in. We appreciate that. Tune into this one too. I honestly think this was one of our better episodes. I think all our episodes are fire, but this one was, we talked about a lot of real things, in terms of just society, race, all that going on, man. So I'm sure this is not one you are gonna want to miss. As always, I'm your host Josh Raphael, my co-host Will Young, Tyler Pouncey.
Deuce.
We're gonna be back with y'all next week for most stuff. So we out, man.